Hello, everyone. Today, I wanted to share my thoughts on 5 reasons why you would want to buy a Tesla. And just a heads up, tomorrow I'll be releasing a video, 5 reasons why you should not. So I'm gonna be coming at this from both angles. I know there's people on both sides of the fence. Some people don't like the company, some people don't like electric cars. Whatever your reasons are, I'm gonna give both viewpoints as I see them, argument for and against, and hopefully just use it as a conversation starter, maybe some information for folks that they may not be aware of. So just figured it'd be a little fun exercise. So anyway, let's kick it off. For number one, for my reason on why you or I should, for clarity, I don't have a Tesla. They're too expensive for me right now. But number one reason why you may want to buy a Tesla is they're really cool. I think that's hard to argue. They're sporty cars. I mean, you've got your Model S and your Model X are really nice. The high tier, but those are, you can only buy those if you're rich. But even the Model 3 and the Model Y now, they're good cars. And they're cool. You can accelerate quick in them and they look nice. So that's a reason, right? If it's a cool car and you're a car person, why not? Number two, they are generally good for the environment. I will go into this more in the reasons why not to buy a Tesla video, but on average, for most people in the US or in Europe, if you have a Tesla and you charge it at a supercharger station or at home, it's better for the environment in the long run to have an electric vehicle than it is to have a gas vehicle. So if you care about that, it's typically going to turn out that way. Now, if you do your research, there are cases where it may not be, and I urge you to do that if you're considering buying a Tesla for specifically that reason. But on average, it's better for the environment to have any electric vehicle. And Teslas are obviously an electric vehicle, so they would fall under that category. Number three, the cheaper models, I won't say this about the more expensive ones, the S and X, but the Model 3 and the Model Y, they will actually tend to save you money in the long run compared to similar gas cars of that same class, right? You could call like a Tesla Model 3, you can kind of put that in sort of like the Audi or BMW type category, right? They're not trying to compete with Toyota or Honda. They're trying to compete with the more luxury sedan or luxury SUV market. So if you actually look at those, and again, I urge you to do research, but it's quite interesting. It's still early, right? The models aren't that old, but all signs are pointing to the maintenance costs being lower. There is an upfront cost, of course. The cars aren't cheap. I'm not going to say that's why I don't have one. If I had the money, sure, I would buy one. But there there's a benefit in terms of long-term maintenance cost and obviously gasoline cost. So the electricity to power the Tesla generally is cheaper than the gas to buy, to power a normal car. Um, I think most people are aware of that. So you save on that over the long run. Some people spend thousands of dollars a year on gas, depending on how much driving you do. But then in general, the way the Tesla works and the way it's built with the batteries and no dirty motor fluid, no gasoline. There are fewer parts that can fail, fewer mechanical issues that can tend to arise. And, just anecdotally from people I know with Teslas, and then also reading into some articles and some reliability reports, they tend to actually run better, require less maintenance, and generally less costly maintenance, not as many big ticket items. So that's another one. If you can take the long term 10-year approach, typically they're going to save you some money. Number four, Autopilot is really cool. I've never used it, but I've sat in the passenger seat while somebody else is using it, and it's really cool and it's really good. Um, there are a lot of cases and articles and videos out there of the big drastic fatalities that have happened with Autopilot, but on average, it is actually much safer than a human driving. So, if you take the exaggerated media reports out of it and just look at the numbers, a Tesla or any other car driving autonomously is safer than a human intervening, right? And so if you look at that, it's safer and it's just cool, right? Who doesn't want to be able to commute to work without having to be stressed in traffic, always alert and worried about, driving? If you can just kind of relax a little bit, and that's a much better commute, it's a much better road trip, whatever it may be, right? Um, and number five, this is kind of a silly one, but you know, thought I'd mention it. They actually have farting noises, so you can like program the car to make farting noises if you have a passenger in it or whatever, and that's just kind of fun. It's like, it's one of those things. It's silly. It's some would argue childish, but why not have a little bit of fun with it, right? You're spending that much money on a car. You should be able to have some fun. If you have a kid, want to make them laugh, or if you're just have friends that are gonna laugh at it, whatever. It's fun, right? So there you have it. Those are the five reasons from my perspective why you should go and buy a Tesla if you obviously can afford it. I know not everybody can. I can't. They're not the cheapest cars out there, but there are some real benefits there that it's worthwhile going into. So, like I said, tomorrow I'll be coming out with five reasons not to buy a Tesla. So if you're interested in that, um, I'll be posting a link here in the description once that's up. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments section, and subscribe if you want to learn more. As you guys, if you've seen any other of my videos, I'm kind of just throwing a mix of everything out there. I'm interested in a lot of different things, so lots of variety coming the way on this channel. All right, you have a good day.